Hi guys, it's Crystal with Design Bundles. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these super cute animal print keychains using your Cricut Joy. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the SVG bundle that I'm using today. So this is actually 1 plus credit. So if you guys are a plus member for Design Bundles, this is just 1 credit. I really love it because it's going to come with those backgrounds that you know we love, and then it's going to come with some patterns, which I want to show you today. It even comes with a super cute rainbow. So 1 credit. As of right now, you guys can definitely get this. It's SVG, PNG. You can use these with your sublimation if you wanted to, and all of the things. Alright, so let's go ahead and download this and take it into Cricut Design Space. Alright, so now that we're over here in Cricut Design Space, I have already uploaded my file. Now I want to go ahead and point out that you could actually download these individuals. So it comes with one big file, and then it comes with this file here where you can ungroup them and get rid of what you don't want to use, or you could bring these in individual. I really like to bring in the one file because it's one upload, and then inside of here I could actually get rid of the ones I'm not using, and that's what we're going to do today. I just want to use these 2 right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of the ones we're not going to use today. So you can either click on these and hit delete, or you can simply hit the eye over here and hide the ones that you're not going to use. Now for this one here, the easiest way to do this, so say for example, if I would have to sit here and click on all of these individual, or hold down the command button on my keyboard and select them all. But the easiest way to do it is come over here, click this, hit ungroup. Then what we're going to do is we're simply just going to select the rainbow and hit delete. So there you have it. Now what I want to do is I want to weld these. So I want them to cut together in the same spot and not individual. I want to get rid of all this mess here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit weld. All right, now this one is already welded and ready to go. It looks like a few pieces are missing, so I'm just going to select it and hit weld. So now it's one solid piece. Now you can see these 2 pieces here because we just hid them, and once again you can hit delete if you would like. Now let's go ahead and size them. So I know that my circle is 3 inches, and the way to get to visually see what you have going on here, what you want to do is come to shapes, bring in a circle, and we're going to size this to 3 inches. This is going to be our template so we can see what's going on. Now I'm going to go ahead and change this to gray just so I can see. This is actually going to be clear. We're not going to have a background, but just so I can see what's going on. So I'm going to go to arrange, send to the front so I can bring this right on here. So what I like to do is I like to give myself a little bit of room around the edges so that way I don't have to worry when I go to line this up about trying to get it super perfect because the circle is 3 inches and the design is 3 inches. And usually what I do is I design this to 2.75, but once again you can also just size this down and pull out because it is not a complete circle. It's just different little pieces until we're happy with it. So it looks good to me. I'm happy with that. So now let's do the same thing with this side. So I'm going to scoot this out of the way, take our template here. We're going to arrange it to the front, just like so. But this time I'm going to type in 2.75 at the top. And there you have it. So you can see I can size it on there just like so. So I just like to give myself a little bit of room to work with. So now we're ready to cut out our adhesive vinyl. So I'm using the iPad as well as the Cricut Joy today. And so the first thing I need to do is I need to tell the app that I'm using a mat because I'm actually using adhesive vinyl that's made for our bigger machines. So I've cut down a piece that's going to fit perfectly for this project and applied it to the mat. And we're going to cut it out. I've told the Joy that it was adhesive permanent vinyl. So the Joy's going to cut this out for us, and then we're going to go ahead and unload it, remove that. And now the next one is actually the Smart material. So all I have to do is load this without a mat and it's going to cut it for us. I don't cut mine down, I just leave it on the roll. All right, so now that we've got that cut out, we're ready to weed everything out. Today I'm using 2 different types of transfer tape, regular as well as strong grip, because we are using shimmer, which is basically glitter adhesive vinyl, and then we have just permanent adhesive. So the first thing we want to do is weed it. I'm actually weeding right on my mat. You could definitely remove this. And then a tip for me is I'm using my pen. You can use your weeding tool. And I'm using, this is actually to hold fingernail polish. And I'm using it as my trash can. So I can actually stick the needle in there and pull on these sides here. And it just takes the vinyl right off. All right, now that we've got that one weeded out, we're going to move over to the shimmer. And I'm going to weed this one. This one weeded a whole lot faster because it's kind of like a different way. It's reversed design compared to the other way, if that makes sense. So it weeds so much faster. So now what you want to do is you want to remove any sort of paper coating that you may have on your acrylic blank. Sometimes it's on both sides and it may not even be there at all. And yours may be clear, some may be with a brown paper. Now, since these are clean sides, I don't have to clean it with alcohol, but if you didn't have a clean side, you definitely want to clean it with alcohol first. It's going to help your permanent vinyl last a lot longer. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take my scraper tool here and get it to adhere to the transfer. Now this one, for the regular permanent vinyl, we're just using plain transfer tape. And this brand here is Cricut. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this right off. You'll see how easy that is to roll off of there. And then what I'm paying attention to is you see these little pieces of the holes that are kind of in the design. I'm trying to line that up with the hole on the acrylic blank so I don't have to worry about poking anything through. So we're just going to take our scraper tool and we're just going to adhere that vinyl down and then peel off the transfer tape. And it's that easy. How super cute is this? You could also personalize these even further and add your name or initial or anything like that. Monogram. So now for this one, we're using the strong grip because this is a glitter. So you definitely want to go ahead and rub that in, and then we're just going to go ahead and flip it over. Now with the first one, it's the same color on both sides, where this one is actually like a silver, a metallic silver, which is really cool. So it kind of gives you two different effects. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to pay attention to a little bit of a gap in this design to get it right over that so I don't have to worry about poking out the hole once again. So I'm going to get that nice and centered up. And you see how much easier it is to apply it whenever you give yourself a little bit of wiggle room around instead of doing the full 3-inch design. So there you have it. How cute are these? And once again, you could personalize these and you can see the two different colors. Super, super cute. Now let's go ahead and apply our keychain hardware. So you're going to go ahead and take some tassels. I get these on Amazon. I have them linked down below. You get a whole kit. It's like a 100-pack. You get the tassels and all the keychain hardware. Now that we have our tassels picked out, we're going to take our jump rings as well as our keychains. And the first thing you want to do is take your keychain and apply your tassel right onto the loop of the keychain. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that jump ring and we're going to apply it right there on the very end of the chain. And you see how it's kind of open sideways. You're just going to get it right on the side of the acrylic and go right through that hole. And then you're going to take your pliers and just squeeze it shut, just like that. And that's how easy it is to make these acrylic keychains. There's lots and lots of them, tons of different ways to do this. You're just going to continue to repeat the process. I love the way these animal print ones came out. They came out super, super cute. Let me know down below, have you guys made any acrylic keychains? And if you haven't, are you guys going to try today? I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.